Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have been providing you with updates regarding the criminal proceeding that is currently before the Magistrate Court and Judge Lee in the 3rd Judicial District, State of Idaho, in and for County of Payette, styled as the State of Idaho versus Stacey James Wondra. This criminal case deals with the tragic disappearance and presumed unaliving of Michael Vaughn from his home in Fruitland, Idaho, on July 27th, 2021. This case commenced when a probable cause affidavit signed under penalty of perjury by Juanita Kelleher, a peace officer with the Fruitland Police Department, deposes and said that the defendant, that is Mr. Wondra, is alleged to have committed certain crimes concerning Michael Vaughn. That PCA, filed on June 25th, 2025, was accompanied by a criminal complaint. And thereafter, Mr. Wondra was arrested. He has been detained without bail in the Payette County Jail. And the trier of the law, Judge Lee, scheduled a 4-day preliminary hearing commencing Tuesday, the 3rd of March, 2026, when it would be the state of Idaho's burden to prove probable cause exists to continue holding Mr. Wondra, to bind him over to trial on the basis of evidence that the state has and will bring in to Judge Lee's courtroom. Day 1 of the preliminary hearing occurred on the 3rd of March, and the state began its case in chief with the presentation of evidence that included testimony, putting witnesses on the stand for an examination by the state. 2 of the witnesses on day 1 of the preliminary hearing was Michael's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Vaughn. The state will continue today, day 2, which is March 4th of 2026, to present further evidence. The defense has already in open court countered a claim that Mr. Wondra confessed to certain of these crimes. Defense has said he did not. We will advise you when Judge Lee's order hits the docket, determining whether or not the state of Idaho met its burden and whether or not Mr. Wondra will be ordered to remain incarcerated and bound over for trial. And finally, the state of Idaho's judicial branch has a portion of a website dedicated to cases of interest. One of those cases is Idaho versus Wondra. And because of this, all of the court filings dating back to the probable cause affidavit and criminal complaint that started the case June 25th, 2025, through the present, are on that website, available for you to review. A link to the court file is included in the description to this podcast episode. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. Thank you for joining us here today.